Good afternoon, beautiful people of the world. Good afternoon. Today is Thursday. What's the day? The 13th. August 13th, 2026. Me and Chris and I are getting ready to go to the movies to see. Don't ask me because I don't know, but I'll tell y'all about the movie when I get.
Like a dinosaur movie.
Yeah, some kind of dinosaur movie.
I already know it's going to be scary. I don't like seeing people get eat up, but I don't care.
His auntie is taking her kids and she invited Christopher and I. So that's where we are headed to. But we are leaving out a little early because Mr. Christopher has a job interview tomorrow with a security company. And
I don't even think I'm going to be good on this.
don't say that. With a security company, and y'all, it's pouring down raining.
If I don't get the job?
I'm not going to feel any kind of way because it's your first job interview. Nobody expects you to be perfect. Nobody expects you to,
Like
you
the
get
questions,
it.
I hope they don't ask me like hard questions.
They're not going to ask you hard questions. They're just going to ask you mainly questions about yourself, more so than anything. Trust me when I tell you. They're not going to ask you no hard questions. And you can talk about yourself. So just talk about yourself. But yeah, so Chris he has a job interview tomorrow. And at 9 o'clock. And so we're going to the mall early. Now listen here. I knew it was going to do this. I told his auntie when she was talking about she wanted us to go see this movie. I said, it's supposed to rain. And it wasn't raining. The movie starts at 6:15. And I told her, I said, it is going to rain today. I tried to tell her. And I guess she didn't believe me, but that's exactly what it's doing out here. Pouring down, raining. And we hope that, it's not going to be real bad. But let me tell y'all, we have had so many storms in Chicago that it is ridiculous. So I got on this gray dress and I got on like this little blue jean jacket. I don't know. I was just trying to put it on to match my hat. But child, it's doing what it want to do. It's all twisted. It's supposed to be up on the arms like this. You all saw me haul it in a haul, a Shein haul. Child, I don't know what it's doing. But I got another jacket back here. You got a jacket?
I just got a hoodie.
You should have brought another jacket because it's pouring down rain.
I told you that in the house. You just said okay.
Well, I didn't know it was raining this hard. And I don't think I have another jacket either. But let me tell y'all something. I was tired of fighting with this
You
hair.
like the Pizza Hut up there?
I did. I like the wings better than anything.
You want to go get?
It'll be too late.
Right.
We probably have to get something at the mall to eat. So anyway, Christopher, he's got the job interview. So he has a shirt, but we're not sure if the shirt. I washed the shirt, and we're not sure if the shirt is in the dryer or not. So I told him, I said, we're gonna go early to the mall and find you a shirt. So that's what we're getting ready to do. We're getting ready. Because the movie is inside of the mall. So we're going to go and find him a shirt. Try to get ahead of this traffic because it is raining. And when I tell y'all, the rain in Chicago just will not stop. It just will not stop. It's going to rain today, tomorrow. What's the day? Today, Thursday. Happy Throwback Thursday, everybody.
It's the worst summer.
It has been quite a challenging summer. It's been hot and it's been stormy. That's my sister's cat name, Stormy. It's been that. I mean, it's been all the things. It's been an interesting summer. I think it's been an interesting summer all over the country, if you really want to know the truth. Because it's all over the country. It's been bad weather. Bad weather. So y'all, she talked us into going to see this movie. And I told her, I said, it's going to be pouring down raining tomorrow evening. She like, now she the type of person, she don't care if it could be 40 feet of snow out here. If she want to go somewhere, she going. You know, me on the other hand, you tell me it's going to be bad weather, I'm staying in the house. Now that's just me. That's the difference between she and I. As you all see, I have this necklace on. I was able to get a necklace around my, excuse me, I was able to get a necklace around my neck without it hurting my neck. And I put on my little pearl earrings. I still have pain over here in the back of my neck, and I'm still having the headaches, and I'm still having like the residual, you know, everything just feel tight. Like here in my face, like right here, it's real numb here. And of course, you know, my ear is numb. I can feel it a little bit. And but I'm still having these headaches. So I'm going to see. Can you look back there and see if it's a jacket? Is it a jacket on that? Just a black jacket? Anything? Okay. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work. As long as I got a jacket. I got the umbrella. Because I might have to put that jacket over this jacket. But I'm still having the headaches. I'm still having a lot of pain in my jaw area and in my, not so much my neck. My neck stings. It be just stinging. See, you can see it's still. I still haven't touched it. But you see the swelling, the swelling has gone down, thank God. I feel like I'm starting to look like myself again. What you say? I feel like I'm starting to look like myself. But it just hurt. It just hurt. It hurt all up here in my ear, like an ear infection. And remember, you all remember last year, I will remind you all, but last year I had a really bad ear infection. It was like the latter part of August, going into September. And I saw the same ENT doctor. Remember he told me I couldn't fly? I had to take the train. I told y'all when I had the CAT scan, the CT scan, they saw the tumor then. And that tumor, that's why my ear, I had that ear infection. It was all associated. All aligned with it, you know, because it hasn't even been a year since I had that ear infection. So, anywho, come on, if you coming, come on. Damn, people are so stupid. You got all this open space. Go ahead. Real goofball. But anyway, so, you know, that ear infection is a result of what this was, you know. And I told you all that he said that that he missed it, that the pathologist missed it. I'm still very, 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 very annoyed by that he missed it. But nevertheless. But am I starting to look back like myself, Chris? Am I starting to look more back like myself? I feel like I'm starting to look more back like
Your face
myself.
don't look fat.
Remember how puffy it was? Yeah. It was all out here, and it went down. I'm still in pain though, but I know it's only been a week. I know I got to give it time. Y'all. I got to give it time. I got to give it time. I know I got to give it time. I'm glad I got another jacket. See, I think this is how it's supposed to fit up on your arm. Chris was trying to figure this out. We was trying to figure it out. But it's supposed to fit like that up on the arm. It's still crazy, though. I don't know, child. I don't know why the hell I bought this. I was trying to be creative. And I got another one similar to it. I was trying to be, you know, fly. Baby. Anywho. What else was I going to say to you all? Oh, so, yesterday I did do a video, but I didn't upload it because it was kind of long. But one of the things that I wanted to talk to you all about was this thing that I keep seeing on the internet. Now, I don't know how many of you all, most of you all should know who Lisa Ray McCoy is. She was in the Players Club, the movie. She's been in a lot of different TV shows or what have you. And she was doing a podcast with a local news person here, Samantha. I can't think of Samantha's last name. But she was doing a podcast with Samantha's podcast. And one of the things that she had said in the podcast, and I didn't see the whole thing, I just saw this snippet of it. And what it was in regards to was, it was regarding what she had said in reference talking about traffic, about dating. And you all know Lisa Ray McCoy is, I think she's probably about 50. I think her and my sister are the same age. I think she's 59 or she's 60. I'm not for certain. But anywho, she ain't no young girl, okay? And you all know she's been married. She's married to the king of the prime minister and Turks and Caicos or whatever. So anyway, she was saying, you know, that she wants a man that is on the same level. And so she had made a comment, and Samantha was asking her, why did she think that her comment rubbed some men in particular the wrong way? And she said because they broke. And people that was in the thread, the women, because I was one of them, was like, she ain't lying. And she was just saying that she doesn't need a man to take care of her financially. She doesn't want a man to have to take care of her. She wants a man that she can grow with. She wants a man that she can build with. She wants a man that they can take care of each other, that they can do things together, because she makes good money and she wants him to make good money so that they can move in life the way in which one should. Well, a lot of the men were offended by her comment. And I understood exactly what she was saying, because she was saying financially she's okay. So she's not dating a man for his finances, but she's dating a man because she wants companionship, she wants to travel, she wants to have fun, she wants to do things. And I mean, come on, y'all, let's be real, let's be 100, let's be transparent. You can't do nothing without no money. Come on, I'm just saying, you can't do nothing without no money. If you don't have no money, you can't really enjoy life. I've said this before and I'm gonna say it again. Being broke is not a flex. You know, it's not a flex. Being broke and not having money to be able to move the way in which you want to be able to move in life and enjoy life. I'm not saying you can't enjoy life if you don't have money. That's not what I'm saying. You certainly can. What?
When people do have money, they still be unhappy.
This is true. This is true. This is true. This is true.
You can have all the money all you want, they still feel depressed.
Yes. Amen. Amen and amen. I didn't say that money make you happier. That money will make you necessarily change who you are.
I see a lot of rappers, they are not happy. They still got money, but they are not happy.
I agree with you 100%. I agree. And that's why I tell you, mental health is very, 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 very important, because it doesn't matter, like you said, about how much money you have. It's about
your mind straight.
Right, having your mind together. But I will say this, having money, you can move differently.
Yeah, you can.
When you got money versus when you ain't got no money.
It's people that's in the projects right now got a bunch of money, and they don't want to move out the project. They love staying where they are.
Right.
But they still got a bunch of money.
Yes.
They keep saying, well, I can't move out of the project. You got all this money. You can't say that you can't buy yourself an apartment.
Sometimes
people like staying stuck.
Come on, preach, brother. Preach. Come on now. Now you talking. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you have the
I'm just
floor.
saying, people, they stay, like, let's say, like, you a little kid, you live in the projects, but you got all this money, right? And you just live there 40, 50, you stay there for,
You're right. There are some people that live in the projects. There are some people that live in the projects that like living. They got money and like living the way that they live in.
They like gang banging. That's what they love.
They like drama. They like, what did we talk about yesterday? Which, you all, I didn't upload that video. But if you all had it, I didn't upload it yesterday because it was long. Yeah. And we were talking about some personal things. And I felt like I didn't want to post it. Yeah. But we were talking about, from one part in the video that we were talking about toxicity. About how toxic, people are. And how, he was saying that, he wants a relationship. He's like, but I don't want to be, with no toxic
and then police got to come and we got to be arrested.
Like the video we saw that we were looking at.
Yeah.
So it is important to be.
I'm not finna have a mug shot on my
right, but it is important to be with people. This is what I try to tell you. It is important to be with people that are healthy mentally. Not just physically, but mentally. Because your mental health is just as important as your what?
Money.
Your mental health is just as important as your physical health.
Physical health. Okay.
You can be physically fit and physically healthy. But if you're not healthy mentally, how can you be healthy physically?
Yes, it's rich people that are depressed that committed suicide. I'm just saying, like basketball players that committed suicide. You don't know what's going on with people.
That's true. But what I'm saying is that money makes you live a better place, as far as being able to move differently.
Yeah, but then when you have money, you do it in the wrong way. You can do it with money in the wrong way too. I feel like you got so much pride in your,
You definitely can. But here's the thing. This is what I want to say. In order for you to be able to take care of yourself, you can't. Oh, Lord. What is she doing? She ain't even looking. Oh, my God. You cannot take care of or provide for anybody else if you can't provide for yourself first. That's what I'm saying.
And people love drama with the money, though, too.
They do.
I'm just saying.
They do. No, it's fine. But I would rather be with a man who has the same and makes the same as me. And even if he made less than me, what effort? Because see, you can make less money and be very ambitious and very goal driven and not have a lot of money. And you can have a lot of money and just blow it because you have money and you have no ambition and you have no drive and you have no goal. But I'm not interested in a man who is a bum. Whether you got money or you don't. If you a bum, you a bum. But I definitely don't want to be with a man who has no ambition, who doesn't have a job, who doesn't work, who does not have stability. I'm going to be honest. When I meet men and a man tells me that he's been on his job 20 years versus a year, and if you only been on your job a year, my question is, what did you do before this job? Is this a new job? What other places have you worked? Because see, for me, stability means something to me. Stability means to me that you are a man who will work. And I've said this before on this channel, and I will say it again. A man should never be without money, because as a man, you should always know how to make money to be able to sustain not only for yourself but for your family. You're a man. You're a man. You are a man. God made men to work. That's why he gave you all the strength in your body differently than the strength that we have in our body. I don't care what nobody say. As a woman, your body is not equipped to carry heavy equipment and do some of the things that men do. It's just not. Yeah, we don't have the same organs. We don't have the same, none of that. And so, yeah, we can do a man's job. Yes, we can. But we still can't do it like a man can do it. A woman, you know, and like on my job, you know, they jackhammer and stuff like that. I don't want to, even for a man, jackhammering can do a lot on a man's body. So imagine what it can do on a woman's body who got breasts, ovaries, fallopian tubes, a whole vagina that's supposed to be bearing children, you know, and organs inside of her body. Our organs are different. We got different things in our body than a man got in their body. And I don't care how small a man is. Most men, even in small in stature, they have the strength that they have is different than the strength of a woman, because that's the way God intended for you all to be. He intended for the man to be strong physically, to be able to go out and work so he can make money and be able to know what to do with his hands and his body so he can be able to sustain and provide for his family. So I am not interested in a man who don't want to do nothing. You can't tell me you 60 years old and you gonna tell me, this is the first job I ain't had. What the you been doing? You 60. You should have had a few jobs. You should have been, what? And if you telling me you 60 years old, because see, I'm not a cougar. I don't deal with these youngins. I deal with men that are 50 and up. So if you are 50 and up, and you have never had a job that you have been on for 10 years or more, I'm looking at you sideways. And if you can't keep no job, I'm looking at you sideways. Because what that tells me is that you don't know about being, of having stability and being consistent. And so those things matter to me. Not so much about how much money you made, but I want to know, how consistent are you? Where's your stability? We're getting ready to get off this thing. How in the world? Oh, Jesus. Come on, you got to pray, because I don't know how I'm going to get over here. So I got to get over there. All the way over there. Woo! I don't know how I'm going to get over here. Well, I got to get over. I don't know who gonna let me over, but I got to get over.
Get over right there.
I can't. Cause
You on the phone. Just get over.
he creeping up, ain't he? Okay, all right, now I still got to get over there. I can do it. I can do it, baby. If you can, let me tell you something. If you can get off this exit, you a bad mama jamma, baby. And I was a bad mama jamma, because I'm finna get off this exit. Thank you, Lord. Huh?
Chicago never sleeps.
No, it don't. So let me tell y'all about this exit. This exit, you got to cross 5 lanes over to get off of here. And if you can cross 5 lanes over to get off of here, you a bad mama jamma. That means you can drive. This is one of the hardest exits in Chicago. Everybody that live in Chicago talk about this exit, that you got to come all the way over here to get off on Halsted Street. And if you from Chicago, and if you live in Chicago, or have ever been to Chicago, you come on here and say, amen, somebody. I need somebody to drop a comment in that comment section and say, you ain't lying. For real talk. Because you got to come off of I-57, come here, and cross 5 lanes over. And this traffic is heavy because it's raining. When it ain't raining, on a good day, it's hard. Then I got to get over here to go straight over here. Baby, this exit right here make you call Jesus and all his angels. And it will cause you to drink. But this is years of driving on the expressway. Wait till you have to drive on the expressway. Did you just see what your mama did? That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to just pace yourself. But let me tell y'all something. I'm going to go back to my subject. Mr. Curtis Lee Cotton, my father, he was one of the best drivers that I ever seen in my life. They out here trying to make money.
No, that's not sick.
That's not. But I blame their parents. But my father, baby, my father was a truck driver. He worked for CTA here in Chicago. And my father knew how to drive. And my father taught me how to maneuver, how to, he used to always tell me, he said, always know. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. I'm telling you to come on. She ain't paying no attention. My father used to always say to me, he used to tell me, he said, listen here. He said, you got to know more than one way how to get home. He said, I don't care what way you go to work every day. He said, you better know more than one way. He said, because there's going to be a day that when you're trying to go to work or coming home from work, it might be a closure. And when I tell you, my father never lied. My father used to, I'm just going to tell you this quick little story, and I'm going to go back to what I was talking about. My father, whenever I had to go for a job, on a new job, and I didn't know how to get there, my father said, come on. My father would put me in the car. And I was grown. Lived on my own. My father say, come on. I said, Eddie, where we going? He said, come on. He said, we're going to do a dry run. He said, because you're going to know how to get there tomorrow. He said, you ain't going to be fitness. See, my father didn't have MapQuest. My father didn't have an iPhone where you could do Siri and ask Siri to give you directions. My father went off on experience. My father had a book called the Chicago Road Map. He knew how to read a map. This is a man who didn't have a lot of education. But my father was very, very smart when it came to driving. And my father would take me, put me in the car. I was an adult. Put me on it. He would drive it. Sometimes he would drive it. Sometimes I couldn't. Now I'm going to tell you something. He'd make you want to hurt him, driving with him. Okay? So I couldn't really drive with him. But he would do the driving. And he would say, let me tell you something. He said, don't you ever depend on one way to get you. Don't you ever depend on one way don't you ever depend on one way to get you somewhere and to get you back. He said, you always know more than one way. And I said, okay. And so he would take me. What is he doing? Okay, I'm going. I don't know what y'all doing right here. I don't even know why they made that stop sign that way. And so he would take me. And he said, come on. He said, come on. He said, I'm gonna show you how to get over there. And I'm gonna show you how to get back. And I said, okay. And he would show me. And that taught me a lesson. And that's a lesson you're gonna have to learn about driving. Now the difference is, we had MapQuest. We would put the address in on the computer and it would give you directions on the paper. Well, now your generation, you could have went on, but you playing in your butt or something. I don't know what you're doing back there. But your generation got iPhone. You can ask Siri and Siri will give you directions. But see, when I was coming up, all we had was, you had to know that State Street was a dividing line in the city of Chicago. And if you knew what State Street was, you knew that you could get wherever you needed to get. My father always taught me that, you going east because the lake is east. He said, if you going too far away from the lake, then you going west. So he taught me east, west, south, and north just by driving. What direction we going in? See, and this is what I be trying to teach. I be trying to teach Chris this so that when he drive, that no matter if you put it in Siri or not, you need to know what we're going west.
West, okay.
Okay. If we was going back this way, we would going east. No, east. If we was going south, we would be going this way. To the left.
Okay.
If we was going north, right. If we was going north, we would be going to the right.
Okay.
But this is the stuff that my father taught me. Okay, this is what he taught me. And it was confusing for me too. And if you live in Chicago, there's so many tricky streets in Chicago. And you got to know what street you maneuvering. One day I'm gonna take you up north and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. And I want to teach you that because I don't want you just to rely on your phone. What if your phone died? What if your phone died? You know, what if you lose your phone? You got to know this. You got to know it. You know, you got to know it. My father was adamant about teaching it. He was adamant. You know, he used to make me mad. He used to tell me all the time, he used to say, you can't rely on me. I used to call him and say, Daddy, I'm lost, blah, 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 blah. He would get mad. He said, where you at? I said, I'm over on such and such and such, and I don't know which way to go. He said, Sherelle, he said, State Street is a dividing line for east, west, southeast, west, and north. I said, well, I ain't on State Street. But what he was trying to say, that imagine that this is State Street, even though you're not on State Street. But State Street is one of the main streets. And there was a lot of lessons my father taught me. And that getting back to my thing about men, you know, about men really teaching you things and knowing things. And so I was saying that to talk about that exit. But one of the reasons why I'm a good driver today is because of my daddy. It's because of him. Because my father, he would drill you. You couldn't call him up and tell him you was lost. That was some bullshit. What you mean you lost? You know what I'm saying? He wasn't having that. You know, and like I said, we didn't have iPhone. We didn't have MapQuest. We had to go on knowing what our east, west, south, north directions was. If I had to be really lost to call him and say I was lost, because I didn't want to hear his mouth. Because he was going to say, you shouldn't be lost. I said, but I'm so confused. I'm so turned around. He said, pull over. I pull over. He said, which way you facing? And I had to always remember that east is the lane. I lived on the east side. So that was another thing. You live on the east side. That was another thing that helped me because I knew that I lived on the east side, you know. But these are things you'll learn as you drive. Come on, somebody.
They get on my nerves with
They
that.
just be sitting here. They like they be scared to. Right, she should have been gone. So getting back to what I was saying, I don't want a man that doesn't have stability and consistency. And so, yes, I want a man who make what I make because I know that I can move differently with a man who make what I make. I know we can do things. I know I can do things with a man who make the kind of money I make. But I've also been with men who didn't make the money that I made. And they still did the things that they needed to do to date me. So what Lisa Ray McCoy was saying was, dang, I should have went over there to the altar. I'm in this lane now.
You didn't know. No stress or something.
No, because I want to exchange this concealer. They gave me the wrong color. I hope they have an altar at the at the mall. I don't know if they do. Damn. Why I didn't get in that lane? Talking, running my mouth.
I ain't gonna lie, you think I should cancel the appointment or don't cancel it for tomorrow?
He said he gonna call you.
Yeah.
He gonna let you know. He's well, he ain't upset, but
I'm not upset.
he's not upset. But he wanted his haircut because he got the job interview tomorrow. His barber, they don't have
It's
no
not
power.
bad looking. My hair ain't like bad looking.
No, they don't have no power in the barber shop
Yeah.
because of the storms. So he a little upset.
Just
Well,
a
he ain't
little bit, not
upset, but you know what I'm saying.
Just a little bit, not upset, you know.
Yeah, but I know when it is when you got something going on, you want your hair done, your haircut. I know.
Well, not just the interview. You want your haircut, period. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I was
Okay,
tired of
all right.
battling with my hair. I was tired of slicking it down, putting it down. I said, forget it. It's raining. I'm just going to throw a hat on. I'm going to go on about my business. I can't go get my hair done right now because I'm still
No,
sore.
it's not nothing about the interview. I mean, I wanted to get it cut. Period, you know?
Hey, when you want your hair, when you want your hair done, you want your hair done. When you want your hair cut, you want your hair cut. That's just the way it is. But I can't get mine done. I went to the beauty shop yesterday because she gave me some spaghetti. She had made some spaghetti for me. And I went to pick it up, and she was in there curling hair. And I was like, I want my hair done. But I'm going to go next Friday because I think next Friday I won't be as sore. And even when I go next Friday, I got to be careful.
Well, I still made the appointment for tomorrow for Friday.
Chris, he'll call you.
Okay. I was
He's
just
gonna,
letting you know.
yeah. To what's tomorrow?
Friday.
Oh, he'll call you. He'll call you. He'll call you and let you know if he ain't got no power, he can't cut your hair no way.
Right.
There they go, just sitting there. These people over here, they must be scared to go through stop signs. Maybe they had a bad experience. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, I want a man who has drive and who's driven. You know what I mean? I don't want no lazy motherfucker. I don't want no lazy ass bum ass man. And I don't want no cheap ass man. And I don't want no broke man. And that's what she was saying. She said they offended because they broke. And a lot of men are broke. But they not just broke in finances, they broke mentally. And they're so intimidated by what you doing and your success.
Money, they just broke mentally.
But see, this is what I was getting ready to say, and this is what you and I talked about yesterday on the video that I didn't post. There's this thing going on with trying to single shame women. You know, if women are 40 and up that have never been married, here come all the brothers, especially black men, who want to argue and who want to try to put you down for you still being single. Let me tell you all something. The men that do that, the men who do that bullshit, who try to make women feel bad about being single at this great big age, are the same men that ain't never been married they damn selves. And if they have, they couldn't keep their wives.
And didn't you tell me don't depend on a woman?
No, don't depend on no woman.
Learn how to get your own cook.
That's right. Know how to get your own everything. Know how to cook.
Learn how to cook for yourself.
Know how to wash. Know how to take care of your house. Know how to make your own money. As a man, you should never be broke. You should never be broke. Cause you got these hands. Your hands should always be able to make you make money. And if you broke because you lazy and you ain't out there trying to get it. You can go cut somebody's grass. You can go shovel somebody's snow. You can go work on a car. Know how to work on a car. Know how to change tires. Know how to change the oil in your car. One thing I don't like about no man who don't know shit about no car. Know something. I ain't saying you gotta know everything. I know more about a car than a lot of men do. I remember when this guy, I was dating him and I needed something was going on with my car, and I asked him, he said, oh, I don't know too much about cars. What? I was turned all the way off. I said, well, what you gonna do if I get stranded? I can't call you. Child. Just know how to do something. And if you don't know how to do it, find somebody to be able to help her get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What else I was gonna say? I mean, I'm not even interested in cars either, but it's important though.
You may not be interested in a car, but you better know how to do something up under a car. That's why I tell you all the time, get with Tommy. You listen here. Men ain't got no excuse to say that they don't know how to do nothing when they got YouTube.
I know how to do a lot of things.
You do. But you better know how to be able to fix your own car as well as hers. Or if she asks you a question. Girl, I was so turned on when he told me, oh, I don't know too much about cars. Nigga, what? I was like, shit. I was like, nah, I ain't interested in you. You don't know too much about cars. You sure can't come and help me if I got a problem.
I'm stop interrupting you. After the interview, are you gonna pick me up at Auntie Nina's house? She told me that she's gonna sit there and wait for you all. She's gonna pick you up tomorrow. And she's gonna sit there and wait for you. Okay. Wait for you all. And she's gonna take me back home. And she's gonna bring you back home. I'll be home. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then if he called, then I'll take you to the barbershop. All right. Then we're supposed to be coming over this way for tomorrow. Chris and I and my mom. We come to my mama's boyfriend birthday party, girl. He is going to be 99 tomorrow. Wow. 99. Come on here, somebody. This man, memory, girl, is better than young folk and mine. Well, he was at my house last Saturday. His daughter and him came to see me, to check on me. She bought me a beautiful fruit basket from Edible Arrangements. I love Edible Arrangements fruit. She had it delivered, so she came over.
you know, just to see me and everything, and she brought him. And so she brought her dad, and he was telling me, y'all, stories. And I was just like, I was so impressed, and I was just so impressed of so much stuff that he knew. Now I'm trying to think, is Wool House? Oh, you know what? It's over here. You see where that Pete's is? Speaking of Wool House, I'm gonna tell y'all about Wool's house. You see where this Pete's is up here?
Yeah.
It's right over here. So you got Pete's, and then right up here is Wool House. So Wool House is like a Chinese like a Tai Chung restaurant. They cook the food in front of you.
Yeah.
Where's it at? I don't know. I thought it was right here. Either it's before here or either it's after here. I'm gonna have to look it up. I could have sworn it's got to be before Pete's, and I missed it. Cause we coming up to Portillo's. This weather don't know what it want to do. Now look how cloudy it's looking right now. Oh shit! Let me get through the light. Damn. Yeah, Wool House is back here. It's before you get to Pete's. Anyway, so girl, he is so smart and he just sold his memory to be a 99-year-old man, girl. So tomorrow we coming to his birthday party over here, and I gotta get him a card. I ain't got no money to put in it, but I gotta get him a card. I wonder what do you get a man that's 99 years old? My mother got him a blanket, like when he's sitting watching TV, and she said she was gonna give it to him from all of us, but I don't know. I gotta get him a card. So he's supposed to be coming over here tomorrow about 7 o'clock or so. My mama, oh, that's too late to be eating. I said, Mama, you eat like a bird anyway. I said, you ain't gonna even eat all of your food. You gonna bring it home. You know she don't eat when we go out. She always my mother eats like a bird. And she never eat. And I think one of the reasons why she don't eat, I think one of the reasons why my mother doesn't eat while she out in public, because sometimes she had problems with her stomach. You have to go to the bathroom. But girl, I'm gonna look for it when we go back. Remind me to look for Wool's house when we leave the movies.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure I missed it.
They're gonna look for this button-up T-shirt, right?
Well, that's why we here early. It's 5:10. The movie started at 6:15.
Okay.
So we got plenty of time to go up here in this mall and go to a store.
Okay.
There's some store in the mall where we can find a button-up shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But speaking of Wool's house and men, so when I was dating Darnell, he told me that Wool's house was one of his sister's favorite restaurants. So I kept saying, really? He said, yeah. He said, it's like a Thai place. He said, they cook the food in front of you. It's a Japanese restaurant. And I said, oh, yeah. I said, I'm familiar with it, but I've never been. He said, oh, they give you a lot of food. He said, it's so good, blah, 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 right? So I said, I said, okay. I said, well, I would like to check it out. He said, okay. He said, yeah. He said, you should. So one day I told him, I said, hey, I said, I want to go to that restaurant. I want to go to Wool's house. And so he said, okay, we can go. Girl, I ain't been yet. And I don't live over this way. He does. So I just ain't never came. But when I tell you, he made a big deal about taking me to Woo's house. I said, so I looked it up on the internet, because you know you can search anything on the internet.
They got Hell's Chicken in there too.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I just saw it.
Oh, I know you gonna see some chicken, baby. Chris know he love. Chris ought to be a bird, cause baby, when I tell you he eat more chicken. So I said, I went and looked it up. I said, let me see how much an entree, or how much you have to pay. You know how much you have to pay, you know, to eat there. Now, right down here, right this street that we coming up to, there's a restaurant that is the it's part of Woo House, but it's a smaller version of Woo House. He took me there. Now, don't get me wrong, it's right over here. It was good, but I didn't want to go there. I wanted to go to don't pull that. I wanted to go to Woo's house, where they cook the food on the big, you know, grill and stuff. This man wouldn't take me to Woo's house to save his life. He made a big deal. So I went on there. So let me go on here and see how much this costs. It's like a regular restaurant. I didn't understand. No, he didn't want to spend the money. He didn't want to spend the money. When I tell you he was cheap and motherfucking broke. But it was all anyway, I can't say what I want to say because you're gonna call. But out of respect. But
yeah, respect.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go there.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say what I want to say. But if I was in my car alone, I would really say what I want to say. I said if I was in here alone, but you're in here.
Yeah, I know.
But cheap as a fuck. Cheap and broke. And would not make no effort. Same way with, don't say his name either, ex-friend. Now he was cheap too, but he was cheap in a different type of way. You know, I don't understand any man. This is what I teach Chris. Whenever you dating a woman and you go up in a woman's house, you ought to take something. And if a woman got children, you ought to be bringing something.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I ain't dating a woman with no children.
Listen here. Bullshit. Because let me tell you something.
Children. Okay. Right.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you this. You're going to have so many experiences in life that it's going to be hard for you not to date a woman with children, and vice versa. Because let me tell you something. Women have children by men who they've been married to. The husband died. They got a divorce. She got a child or some kids. Okay, now that's your rule that you ain't going to date a woman with children, because
is that okay?
That's fine.
Right.
That's fine.
That's all I said. No
but I doubt that highly. I doubt that, because I said the same thing when I was your age. I don't want to date no man that got a child. I've dated so many men that have had children, because life just brings about different things and brings about a change. Not that I had any issues with their children, but it happens. It happens. That's what I'm saying. So for you to say, oh, I ain't gonna date.
But I want my own kids.
I know. And your wife could die.
Right.
Your wife could die.
Right.
Okay? You and your wife could split up. It happens. And you gonna tell me you ain't gonna date again? Because you got kids?
No. Okay.
All right. That's right. Exactly. That's my point. So that's unrealistic to say you ain't gonna date a woman with children.
Let's hope.
Or you're not gonna marry a woman that have children.
Okay, let's pray. Let's pray that I don't break up with my woman.
Let's pray you don't. Let's pray that you marry a woman and you all live happily. You all live to be up until your elderly age where your children is grown. But everybody experienced somebody that got children.
Right. Okay, yeah. It happens.
Yeah, it happens, because life is not black and white. It's not 1, 2, 3. You know, it just ain't. You know, I used to say I wasn't gonna date a man, you know, that was older than me. I have dated so many older men. So many. You know, so I can tell you what I don't want to date, or now I'm gonna just be honest. I'm not interested in dating no man that got little children, and that's why I don't date young men. Men that are younger than me, because I am not interested in dating you and you got a 3-year-old. I don't have no 3-year-old.
Right.
And I don't want to date nobody who got a 3-year-old.
Now, how'd you feel? Can we agree with that?
Come on. What you stuttering?
Can you agree
I don't
with me with
want
that?
to date anybody that has a 3-year-old.
Now, how'd you feel if I said that?
That's fine. That's your preference. Everybody have preferences, but I'm gonna tell you something about how life is. We can say we don't want to date nobody with a 3-year-old, but if I met a man, I date men that are older than me, that are my age and older.
It's not wrong with that. I just want my own kids. That's all I said.
I didn't say that. Yeah. Again, you can have your own kids. You can get married and your wife dies.
I know. Well, let's pray to God she don't die.
But life, I'm just telling you, life is not black and white, and it's not 1, 2, 3. Shit happens. Yeah. And so I have dated a man that has small kids. But if I dated a man now at this age that had a 3-year-old, I would really have to be like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know if I could do that. You know, I'm just being honest. But you know, I don't know. Okay, Chris, so what's over here? Because here is there's a Burlington in here. Okie dokie. Where's the theater at?
Gotta keep going
out here.
I'm gonna say this to you, right?
It's a Burlington, so if there's a Burlington here, I know we can find you a shirt.
Right. Can I say this to you?
What, Christopher?
Okay, now.
What? I'm listening. What?
Oh, my bad. All right, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until you.
Go ahead. I gotta turn. Right. I gotta wait for this train.
I'm gonna wait so you won't be too distracted.
I ain't distracted. Go ahead on. What you have to say?
You think it's a lot of black trauma in the black household a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Dude. Not just in the black household. Not just in the black household. In every household. All right, y'all. We made it to the movie theater. What is we seeing, Christopher?
I don't know. Like the dinosaur thing. She told us. She'll let us know.
My God. So we don't even know what we seen, y'all. See that thing right over there? It say Burlington.
Burlington. Okay.
But we gonna walk through, and we gonna get you a shirt. Oh, I can go down this way. Okay. Come on. Would y'all come on? Oh, Jesus Christ. Where he coming? Is he coming out? Oh shoot, he coming out over there. Okay, let me go around.
Okay.
They need to see exactly. He flying through here, flying. So I don't like coming out of here right here. Because it's a blind side you can't see. Where was they coming out at? The little couple that was just walking past. Oh, right here.
Yeah.
What is with people today being so hesitant to just move? I can fit in there, can't I?
Yeah, you can. It's not that hard.
All right, y'all. We're getting ready. We're here. And we are getting ready. We're getting ready. Going here to the movies. We don't know what we're seeing. It's some movie with some dinosaurs eating people.
We'll tell y'all when we come back.
Yeah, I'll tell them on the short. I don't know. So we getting ready to go into this Burlington. You know I got them Burlington gift cards. So I'm finna go in here this Burlington and find him a shirt before the movie started. The movie started at 6:15. So I'm gonna let y'all go because it's 5:22. Y'all have a great and peaceful day. I love you all. Thank you all for watching another video. And that's where we going. Okay? All right, y'all. Okay. Got me out here in these streets when I should be at home. But whatever. I'm feeling good. So I'm going to enjoy myself. All right, y'all. Okay. All right. All right.
Here go your purse.
I'm trying to say bye to
Oh,
my
no,
people. What you want to say bye? All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Peace. Oops, can't turn it off.